a leader of a country that's finally coming together. There is no reason to assume that the Iraqis aren't going to act in what they perceive as their national interests. I believe we'll act in ours, and I believe we'll come home, we'll withdraw, but the victory that we've achieved so far is fragile and has to be dictated by events and the situation on the ground. Al-Qaeda's back on their heels. They're not defeated.
So to sum up, we have to fight the terrorists there so we don't have to fight them here. The Iraqi prime minister is just a politician who might yet come to his senses, and it's the media's fault for reporting what Mr. al-Maliki has said previously. Senator Obama today voiced his frustration with the notion that he, not his opponent, has been flip-flopping on Iraq. He said, quote, "The people who say this apparently haven't been listening to me," end quote. For anyone who still believes the falsehood that Senator Obama has changed his position on Iraq, this next soundbite, we believe, is addressed directly to you.
So when I hear John McCain saying we can't surrender, we can't wave the white flag, nobody's talking about surrender. We're talking about common sense. We cannot be there forever. We can't be there for 50 years. We can't afford it. Our military families can't bear that burden. We've got to get more troops into Afghanistan. I am going to bring this war to an end. So don't be confused. I will bring the Iraq war to a close when I'm President of the United States of America.
Lots to get to tonight with MSNBC political analyst Howard Fineman, also the senior Washington correspondent for Newsweek magazine. Thanks for joining us, Howard.
Hi, Rachel.
The McCain campaign says Senator Obama flip-flopped on Iraq, even though that isn't true, and that allegation drives the news cycle for an entire holiday weekend. Then McCain himself gets caught in an actual reversal of his Iraq position, and barely a blip anywhere, at least not yet. What do you think is going on here?
Well, I think the second blip is going to grow. But as to the first, I think a couple things. First of all, Rachel, from talking to some of Obama's people, they recognize that the focus is on him. In a way, he is the front runner. He's the top dog now, in a way, and everything he does and says gets very close scrutiny. Number two, I think the media was primed, Rachel, for other signs, so to speak, of changes of course by Obama after a change on public financing and his controversy over supporting the FISA bill and so on. So they jumped on it, and they took that one word, refine, where he said may possibly refine his tactics, and blew it up into a big thing that required Obama then to hold a second news conference. And paradoxically, I think holding the second news conference seemed to somehow confirm the interpretations of the first. I think he's righted himself on this one pretty much now, though, especially